Hi guys, so for today's video, we're in my bathroom because that's the way I'm feeling today. Cute little like Vogue, get ready with me moment. I wish one day, someday. Today I thought I'd just show you guys my very simple 10-minute makeup routine. This is basically what I've been doing recently just because it's summer and I don't know about you, but I really haven't been feeling like wearing anything lately, and it's just been so hot here in Maryland. Quick and easy, try not to use that many brushes. You know, I love my full beats, but I also love my like quick on the go every day, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much what this video will be about. So let's get right into it. These are the bare minimums. I know to some this might seem like a lot. To prep my skin, you guys already know I'm gonna go in with the Milk Vegan Milk Moisturizer. I love this. It's good for when you want to do a full beat, but also just like a good moisturizer in general. I usually don't use moisturizer at night, but this is one of those moisturizers that I really like. And I did get a tan. I don't know if you guys can notice, but I went to the beach, like a little beach date with my friends, and I got hella tan. Like, usually I try to keep my face away from the sun, but that wasn't possible, I guess. I do have a little bit more color to me now. What? I always prep my lips with the Laneige lip balm too. I love this. So good before you go to sleep, or just like in general, like a lippy thingy situation. Very good. And you guys do know that I like to start off with something illuminating on the high points of my cheek. Since this is more of like a quicker, trying to hurry up type of tutorial, usually I'll sit there and like paint. Not paint, but use a brush and kind of like the high points of my cheek, use an illuminator. Today it's more about just like using my hands, using what I have. If I'm stuck in like a weird situation, I need to be able to put this stuff on. So today I'm using the MAC Strobe Cream. If you're like an OG of my channel, you know I love this. I'm in the shade Goldlite, which is more of like a goldy tone. They have like a pinkier tone and a pearl tone, I believe. So this, I'll just put it on like the high points. And I am looking over here because there's a mirror. But you see how it's easier to put, it's like lotion. You're putting lotion on your face. And just here, maybe I'll put some right here. So this still gives me like that lit from within look, but in less amount of time. You see that glow? And with a little bit of under eye cream. This is the Algenist under eye cream. You can honestly use anything that's works for you, anything that's hydrating. Moisturizer, under eye cream, that's just something I never skip no matter how much of a rush I'm in, because skin prep is so crucial to how your makeup will turn out. Doesn't matter if you're just wearing like a drop of concealer or the most minimal makeup that you want your skin to have that nice base, so that if you're doing a very simple look or makeup look, it looks like your skin, like everything just kind of like blends well together because you have a nice base. Still doesn't mean you can't be quick with it. You just want to make sure you have that on there. That's just something I never skip. Like, look at how fresh I look. Now I'm just gonna put a little more to enhance what's there, you know what I mean? I actually wonder how long this will actually be. In real life, this takes me no more than 10-15 minutes. On camera. Next thing I will go in with is my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. You guys know I love this. I'm in the shade medium. For the most part, I use this shade to kind of like correct any darkness that I have under my eyes and just like this pimple right here. But since I am a little tanner now, this might match me. Might be my exact skin tone. Either way, this is like the first concealer that I go in with, and depending on how I'm feeling, I might just wear concealer for that day. I don't know. Today I'm gonna do a little bit more like do a skin tint. Let's do that. So yeah, I think this is gonna match me pretty okay now. That's the bad thing about like tanning in the summer. Because then winter comes around and you don't want to buy a new foundation. So it's like I just thug it out, use concealer for the most part during the summer. So I let that sit for like a minute or two, depending on how late I am or how quick I want to get out the door. And then I just use my finger. If you want, you can be quick and easy and do, like, you can do a brush. But for the sake of this, for what I've really been doing, it's just kind of like patting it in. And you want to use this finger. This is your most delicate finger. It's going to help kind of just like pat everything in that area. But you just want to pat it in. The warmth of your finger kind of like activates that product and helps it blend into the skin so nicely. Over the years, people have started kind of like shaming using your fingers, but for certain things, these will do the trick, honestly. I feel like concealer is a big part of making you look alive, because most of the time when your under eyes are what, like, the dead giveaways of I just woke up, I'm tired, I don't feel like being here. So once you cover those, she's alive, she's here. Let's get the party started. A lot of my imperfections are still peeking through, which is okay. It's fine. We're here. After that, this just depends on how I'm feeling that day. Some days I will, some days I won't. Skin tint. What I like about the Glossier skin tint is that you're able to work with your hands, just kind of like rub it on like lotion, and you're out the door. Boom. She's model off duty, whatever you want to call it. Putting it on my fingers and just kind of like rubbing it on. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of lash, and I've really been liking the Kosas blush situation. I don't know if you can see, it has a blush and a highlight little duo. This is in the shade Velvet Melon, and these are just cream blushes. I like creams because it's just that natural, like, skin like fleshed look. I'm just putting that on the high points of my face. The point of this whole tutorial is to show you guys that there's no like precise application to any of these products. It's more of like quick on the go, which I feel like the everyday person, like personally when I used to work at Sephora, that's 99% of people that just on the go are trying to get shit done, so they don't have time for the foolishness. It's like, nah, it's not foolishness, because I'll sit there and do my makeup for 2 hours, but they don't have time to sit there and blend and just be precise with everything. I still do a little bit of powder because I do use under eye mascara, and if I don't powder under that area, my mascara is gonna transfer like a bitch. So I like using the Hourglass powder because it's finely milled. It doesn't feel like anything on my face. And for that, you do need a brush. This is a Maybelline brush. The label rubbed off, but I really like this brush. And just like the teeniest amount of powder in this under eye area right here. Your T-zone, where I feel like you might get a little bit more oily, but that's pretty much it. I try to keep these high points as luminous as possible because I don't use powder highlight when I do this routine, because I already have that subtle glow from all the products that I used beforehand. It's just this right here, I know, can get a little problematic. Warmth is needed. I feel like that sun-kissed bronzy look. I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker bronzer. This is one of those powder bronzers that works even if you don't set that cream product, because I'm very iffy on that, especially on makeup looks like this. But this is one of those bronzers. That's why I always use it, and you'll see me use it in these types of tutorials, because I do have a cream one, but I just prefer this powder one. So this is one of those products that you can like graze over those areas that you didn't set, and it won't be patchy, it won't be blotchy. I really like it. I don't go too crazy with this. Just adding a little bit color. And I did go lighter with my hair. Hello, Draco Malfoy. So I don't know how this is gonna work without getting product into my light hair on like my more beat days. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. To me, a staple in that like effortless or just in any type of makeup look is bronzer. Bronzer can bring you back to life, especially if you're pale. I'm not too pale now, but trust me, during the winter, oof, bronzer is needed. I went in with that same bronzer. Whatever you use to give warmth to your face, you're basically gonna take a fluffy brush. You don't gotta go crazy, nothing technical, and wherever your crease is, just pop that color in there. I'm gonna go back and forth and try to connect it with this area right here. Nothing too crazy, just giving you a little bit of shadow there. But I just feel like it ties everything together. It makes you look like you tried, but you it's one shadow. And I'm holding the brush like this because when you hold it, the closer you hold it to the ferrule, the more harsh that line is going to be. You want this just to be like a wash of color. Like a delicate little boom. I still use these curling. What is this called? The curling eyelash curler. There we go. So I like the Shiseido one. This is the one I'm using now. I've used a lot before, but this has to be my all-time fave. And lately I haven't been doing that many falsies. Like I've given the false eyelashes a rest. Still love them when I go out and want to feel like a bad bitch. Best believe I'm wearing falsies, but my eyelashes, they've been growing because I haven't been ripping them out with the falsies. So I've been embracing that lately. And two mascaras that I like to go in with, like the Glossier because it's very separating. Like it's gonna separate and elongate those lashes. And both of these mascaras don't go anywhere, which is what I really like about both of them. Especially on like hot summer days. You don't want to look like La Llorona out here in the heat. No. See how booming my lashes are looking? We love to see her prosper. And then the Fenty, I like it because it gives me that volume that I want. Just amplifies them like a little bit more. And then I'll do a little bit of this on my lower lash line. Alright, so we're almost done. After that, what do I do? What the fuck? After that, I go in with the lips. So these are my go-tos. So like my go-tos have to be the NYX Soft Matte in London. I felt like I recently just rekindled my relationship with him. Well, her. Kill all men. But her. I remember this used to be my like OG like go-to back in the day. And I recently just found her at a beauty supply again. And I was like, oh, I love chef's kiss. Like she is my lip color but better. I love her. Strip Down and London are my go-tos. Like, so I usually can wear Strip Down by itself or I'll pair it with London. I've been really liking the Glossier Generation G lipstick in Leo. So more of like a deeper brown but still very natural. I use this in my Glossier video. And Glossier gloss, like I'll either wear this by itself on top of London. But for today's video, I'm gonna use London because we love her. Of the Glossier gloss on top. So yeah, after that, I just go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This or whatever setting spray you feel like hold your makeup in place, because even though it's very light, I don't feel like there's much on my face. I still want to be like kind of like locked and loaded because it's hot outside. It's hot. So boom. This is my 10-minute makeup routine. I hope this was interesting. I hope you learned something new. I don't know, man. Yeah, this is pretty much it. I hope you guys liked it. This little setting. Oof. I don't know how I feel about this, but I was like, I'm just moving all over my house. Like, do I like this? Do I like that? If you don't already, follow me on Instagram. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.